I think it's really fun to, when you're first getting into cross-dressing, to get out and to meet some other people, to get out and to meet some other girls like you, and just to have some fun. Okay, to connect with some people like you. It really is one of the funnest parts about this. Okay, now my recommendations for that are this. Okay, if this is more of a part-time thing for you, okay, you're not really thinking about transitioning, or maybe not yet. This is just something you're doing for fun. Maybe you're not sure if you're transgender or not. Maybe you're not. Whatever. Okay, you're just looking to do this more for fun, but you want to meet some people. Okay, you could go to LGBTQ kinds of things, like support groups and that kind of thing that go on. And you'll probably meet some people that'll be friendly to you. Nobody's going to be weird or hostile to you there. But those girls are girls that are much further down the road than you. Maybe 10 years ago they thought of themselves as cross-dressers. Now they're transitioning and they're getting counseling for that. So you're probably not going to meet people that are at where you're at in life if you go to those kinds of places. Okay? For meeting just some regular, I guess what I call a transgender cross-dresser, okay, somebody maybe even that thinks of themselves as transgender, but honestly is more of a cross-dresser just in terms of where they're at in life. They're not on any hormones. They haven't had any medical procedures done. Okay, they're basically just a guy underneath, and they're doing their best to express their femme side. Okay, and they're maybe still married. They have a regular guy life, and they're exploring this as much as they can while not upsetting that. So somebody that's like that, okay, that's who you're looking to meet. There's two places. Okay, the number one place is going to be online. Frankly, my favorite place is Facebook. A lot of girls are really into Instagram and Flickr and all these other places. I personally prefer Facebook, but you can go with any of these things. The strategy that I used is to find a couple of girls on there, a couple of girls that basically you like, that have a look like you like, who have a whole bunch of friends, okay? And just start sending friend requests to them and to all their friends. Okay, look for a girl whose friend list is public. Honestly, in the beginning, that's how I made most of my friends. I just started sending friend requests to all the girls I saw in there that had kind of a cool look, and before I knew it, I had thousands of friends. Normally, it's not cool to just be sending random friend requests to all kinds of people on Facebook, but in this community, it is totally normal, and it happens all the time. Okay? Now, I know for me, a lot of people send me friend requests every day, and I don't always reply to them because I have kind of a big list now, and honestly, there's kind of a lot, so I'm kind of saving space on my friend list for people that I meet more face-to-face at things, because you can only have 5,000 friends total. Okay? So keep that in mind. That's a great way to meet people, okay, to connect. And I have met girls on Facebook that later on we got together for lunch or something, and now we're friends. Be careful doing that. Okay, watch my video on going on a date or things like that. Okay, if you're going to meet somebody as friends, you met them online, and now you're going to get together with them. One piece of advice about that is don't expect them to look the same way they looked online. Very few people do. Some totally do, but a lot of people really don't. Okay, and while most of us are just normal people, there's just a lot of normal married guys who basically are expressing their femme side, who think of themselves as transgender. You're going to meet a lot of normal people just like you. There's also a lot of total weirdos. So be careful. Meet someplace safe, someplace public. Okay, meet where you would meet them if you knew that they were a weirdo. Okay, if you knew that they were someone who you should be afraid of, meet them where you meet them there first. Okay. The second place I'd recommend meeting people is at some kind of an event. Okay, an event like the Keystone Conference, Viva Wildside in Las Vegas, TG Rocktober in Las Vegas. There used to be something called Diva Las Vegas. I never went to it, but it's there. there's things like that. I think that there's even a TG or October or a Viva Wild site or something that happens in the South now somewhere. And there might be other events I've not even heard of, but go to some kind of a big event that is advertised maybe as a transgender event. But believe me, there are going to be a lot of girls just like you there. I've met plenty of girls at those events who the only time they ever dress is at that event. Okay? Most people aren't like that. Okay, but there are definitely a lot of married girls that are in relationships with cis women, and they maybe get out once or twice a week and get their femme on. They're not planning on transitioning or having any surgeries or taking any hormones or anything like that. You're definitely going to meet a lot who are. Okay, a lot of girls just like you, and you'll make some really great connections. You know, I've even met some girls that lived in my area at events like that I hadn't met online before. Okay, so I go to Vegas or something, I meet some girls that turn out live right in my neighborhood. So it's kind of a really great thing. Have some fun.